Hi, welcome to Verse of the Day. My name is Brandon Hathaway. I'm the preacher here at the Westside Church of Christ in Owensboro, Kentucky. And I want to thank you for joining me today as we open up the Bible and study the Word of God. Truly appreciate everybody who continues to follow along as we open up our Bibles and search the Scriptures and continue to put God first in our lives each and every day. Today we're in Deuteronomy chapter 6. If you want to turn along with me, Deuteronomy chapter 6. And we are looking at verses 7 through 9. Deuteronomy 6, verses 7 through 9. And so as we take the time to look at this verse, it says, "You shall teach them diligently to your sons, and shall talk of them when you sit in your house, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up. You shall bind them on a sign, as a sign on your hand, and they shall be as frontals on your forehead. You shall write them on your doorstep of your house and on your gates." And so as you read this here, it's talking about how, of course, just before this, it gave the commandment, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, your soul, and with all your might, and telling them to keep God's commandments, God's statutes. And so as he goes forth in that, he says, and you shall teach them. You shall teach them to your children, to your grandchildren, and they shall continuously be passed on from one generation to the next, and that all will continue to do right in the sight of God, that they may live long and prosper, that they may continue well in this land that God has blessed them with. Even as you go further into this chapter, and it continues to give some more details there, and then it gets further on. In verse 20, it says, when your son asks. So again, why do you do all these things? That's what it's saying. When your son asks you at a time to come, saying, what do the testimonies and the statutes and the judgments mean, which the Lord our God has commanded you? Then you shall say to your son, we were slaves of the Pharaoh in Egypt, and the Lord brought us from Egypt with a mighty hand. And so they are supposed to be prepared to teach them the statutes, why they keep them, what do these things mean? Well, it's a reminder to us God is the one that delivered us, and it's things we should be doing today as we go to services on Sunday. If you go to Bible class on Sunday, the Bible class on Wednesdays, when you study at home, when you pray, why do we do these things? And we should be prepared to teach those things and continuously teach those things so that they continue to learn and that these questions get answered and that they grow with a faith to put God first in their lives. So I want to thank you for joining me this morning. Do appreciate that. I hope that everybody has a blessed and wonderful day today. And as always, if the Lord is willing, I will